Good afternoon, everyone. How are we doing today? So, hey, I just saw an interview on CNBC today, July 13th, with Robert Shiller, and I'm going to share what he had to say and sort of give you my reaction. And I'm going to agree with one thing and disagree with another. So, first and foremost, this interview was about housing values. And, Robert Shiller is often interviewed. He is part of the team that created the Case-Shiller Index, that is both for the 10 and 20 metros, that is published monthly. I believe he won a Nobel Prize for that, but I'm not sure. He's a PhD, smart guy, all of that. But it's kind of interesting. I don't know that he looks at his real estate market every day like you and I do on this channel. And listening to him talk in theory, talk about actuals that are months, if not weeks old, is kind of like, no duh, and you're wrong, right? So let's talk about that. First and foremost, the thing that caught my attention is he is spouting today on July 13th that urban areas, think New York and San Francisco, could see price and value declines. Robert, come on, man. You know better than that. All you have to do is talk to real estate agents, see what's going on, see vacancies, see rents falling double digits to understand that the flight from urban areas is real, and there is going to be price and value destruction. He is an economist, and there's always that joke: ask three economists and get four opinions. So maybe that's just the way they think, but I would like to see the talking heads on TV be much more declarative. And again, we can be wrong, but you got to put it out there, right? I've been doing these videos. We've been talking about New York and San Francisco going down in value for 6 weeks, probably 8 weeks, maybe. And some of you, I talk all the time and I get stuff wrong, and some of you hold me accountable, which is awesome. But again, urban areas, prices are going to go down. No kidding. Robert, why don't you surprise us and make a prediction and say something like, we could see double-digit price declines in New York and San Francisco. That's interesting. I'm willing to say that. Again, very metro specific. I think there's a couple of metros in the United States that are going to see that, and they're the vertical living areas, such as San Francisco and New York. Then there was his discussion that I'm going to disagree with. He talked about the flight to suburbia, talked a little bit about rural, but he was saying that, the prices out in suburbia kind of go with construction costs. And Robert, that might be true historically, but what I am seeing in my markets and what I just got on another article is there is so much demand and so little supply. Builders are raising prices and increasing their profit margins. So this is not inflation-related price increases. This is, holy cow, we have limited inventory and all these buyers prefer new and high-tech homes. Let's raise the price and see what happens. So for example, 57% of builders in the month of June raised prices. And again, Robert, that is not inflation. That is not construction related. That is them fattening the bottom line. Same article, it did call out California. It did call out Southern California because builders in SoCal have seen a 14% drop, or 14% of the builders in Southern California have reduced prices. Folks, the California exodus is real. People in Southern California, ever since I've released those Las Vegas videos, more and more people are reaching out going, neighbor just left, neighbor's going to Vegas, right across the border, easy drive. California is going to be in a world of hurt in the next 2 to 8 quarters, and our leadership doesn't know it. It is going to be a problem. A lot of the people that are high income earners that are on the hook for these very high income taxes, they're like, see ya, we're out of here. So they're selling their big homes in SoCal and moving to Vegas and getting twice as much for half as much. So again, 57% of the builders, Robert, have raised prices. There's crazy demand. Inventory of new homes is at a record low. It is a month and a half of inventory. It is down 20% since the pandemic started. There is a huge rush to housing. And this still, it doesn't feel right to me. I've been looking at my market for 20 years. Demand is artificially low. Demand is wicked high. I just wonder where the pain is when the forbearance and all of that comes out next year. What's going to happen? Is it going to be mitigated because everything becomes a second? Is it going to be another short sale foreclosure crisis like I experienced in 2009 and 10? I don't know. Price increases could go double digits this year, folks. So Robert Shiller, you missed the opportunity to put it out there, right? You were being too conservative. I would tell you urban areas like New York and San Francisco, let's call it double-digit price drops this year. And new construction, they're going to be raising prices. So I wasn't particularly impressed with that interview, Robert. I've seen you do much better ones. At the end of the day, keep doing what you're doing, Robert. The Case-Shiller Index is awesome. People look at it all the time, including myself. Have a wonderful day. Take care.